Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I just saw this and I was able to fully read this, and I got hit up on Discord a couple of times about this post as well, and I can't believe what's actually being told to me, so this is my first reaction kind of reading this stuff. So, here we go. For almost 12 years, we've had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all. Throughout the ups and downs, surprises, and triumphs, building Destiny along our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clear that after final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. As our focus turns towards a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our other games. To that end, on June 9th, 2026, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 and begin that new journey as a studio. That's wow. I mean, I guess not a huge spoiler from me, but I really haven't been covering Destiny much, or haven't been literally playing Destiny in a very, very, very long time. It wasn't, until recently. But I know there was some dreariness, not dreariness. There was definitely some, I guess, idea that there was just not even an idea. It was really just a lot of things that weren't being said about what was going on. Everything was just not being told. There was no updates. There was a bunch of, I don't want to say hearsay because it was definitely, I think there was a tweet from Sony saying that Bungie lost a lot of money. I'm not so much about I'm not sure about how much exactly, but yeah. I really just breeze over a lot of news that comes from Destiny. But yeah, it's just that's huge. So basically Destiny's done at June 9th. It's over. There's no more new updates after that. Okay. Through active development, maybe concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable just as the original Destiny is today. Okay, that's interesting. Because the original Destiny, they just shut down Iron Banner and Trials, so that's peculiar how they're doing that. Okay. Many changes in the final update will aim to ensure Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for players to return to. We're proud of Destiny 2, the place it took us, and the legacy it has created. Because of you all, our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome to the Pale Heart to the Lawless Frontier, we forge lifelong memories and friendships with you all. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who made this journey with us. From the deepest parts of our hearts, thank you, and we will see you in the stars. That, I know at some point it was going to happen where Destiny was going to eventually be TOS, but I'm glad that it's not necessarily that, but it's huge. Okay, so we already read this part. Moment of triumph. Since Destiny 2 launched, Guardians have turned their back in the dark. Since Destiny 2 launched, Guardians have turned back the darkness, defeated gods, shattered blades, banished nightmares, outplayed Savathûn at chess, and forged legendary stories across the Sol system. On June 9th, Destiny 2 Moment of Triumph will be available to all players. We're inviting all Guardians to take part in the celebration of these accomplishments, legends, dragons, renegades, conquerors, new lights, and everyone in between. I'll zoom in a little bit here. And we just saw this art here, which is really nice. It's a really nice art. Each year since launch, Moments of Triumph celebrated highlights of Destiny 2's recent chapter. This time, Moments of Triumph update will broaden that celebration, bringing together experiences from across Destiny 2. Legendary marks return from Age of Triumph's past, earned by completing a game-wide array of triumphs. They will grant access to a vast selection of free armor ornaments, accessories, weapon engrams, and more. An additional title and armor ornament set awaits those who range widely in their deeds, immortalizing your legacy in Destiny 2. But this update has much more to offer than the monument itself. Rediscovering Soul. We've been embracing the mission of making this update feel meaningful, looking back at many of the requests the players have shared with us over the years while finding ways to bring some of them to life. And now on June 9th, we're aiming to deliver a collection of love letters to players across the activity types within Destiny 2. Although there were many intended for future releases, we wanted to make sure you had them in this update. Our goal is to ensure Destiny 2 can be a place you come back to and feel rewarded no matter what you play, while also having enough variety in activities to fill your mood for a given play session. Whether you're looking to play competitively, slay a god or two, just spend some time exploring new destinations. There will be something there for you. Below you'll find a laundry list of features and bullets, but expect further blog breakdowns to give a full picture. And of course, a few surprises for you to find on launch day 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for butchering all this. I'm just coming home from like a long drive back. Around. I just came back from my cousin's graduation, so I'm still kind of tired. Story. Moments of Triumph will deliver small character beats to leave the story and characters in interesting places, touching on themes across Destiny. We encourage reading and exploring to find all the Easter eggs, callbacks, reveals, and love for the lore hounds. Return of the Director. Okay. What is Kepler? Like I said, it's been a long time. I have no idea what I'm even looking at here, man. But all of this looks interesting. Honestly, this definitely doesn't look like the previous, director. But it is what it is. We've embraced the player feedback about the director in the portal, and a newly refreshed director returns in its rightful place as the center of Destiny 2, center of activities in Destiny 2. All portal activities are available via lists in the nodes at the bottom of the director, which looks a lot cleaner than before. Pantheon 2.0. A new Pantheon is coming as a permanent edition with a fresh slate of bosses to challenge and overcome. June 9th, the first slate of bosses becomes available with 2 activities, each featuring a unique roster of bosses. June 13th, what we're calling the Gauntlet, the full lineup of bosses, encounters, in a single activity. June 16th, encounter rotations begin. Players can attempt featured single boss encounters for rewards. Interesting. Okay. That's nice. Raid and dungeon loot updates. All raid and dungeon weapons and armor have been revisited to bring them to modern standards with full tier parity. Even the rarity. Full tier parity. Set bonuses, new perks, and more. Crafted weapons will have an upgrade path for tiers 1 through 5, with more information coming in a future article. Weekly featured raids and dungeons return, giving players additional opportunities for high-tiered rewards each week. We have all the details and specifics planned for an upcoming TWAB. So literally, I guess, next week. Destinations. It shared down memory lane. Destination weapons and armor have been revisited to bring them to modern standards. Okay, same thing. Okay, parody. Okay, alright, that's nice. Some destinations will have distortions, a new addition to bring them more variety and a touch more challenge onto your time planet side. Distortions also bring unique rewards to earn for participating beyond your slated destination drops. Sandbox, a new abilities and ability updates. New aspects: Solar Hunter, Crackshot, Void Warlock, Soul Siphon. Siphon. What the fuck's wrong with Siphon? What the fuck? I guess I'm still tired, man. I'm just like I came from a long drive, man. Solar Titan, Shield Burst. Interesting. New Hunter Melee, Void Hunter, Phantom Surge. New grenades, all classes. Strand, Sliceware Grenade, all class. Stasis, Shatter Grenade. Okay. Didn't we already have the Shatter Grenade? I guess. I don't know. Class specific abilities: Warlock, Titan, Hunter. All getting some new love. Mid Spun will interact with Threadling Grenade. Ward of Dawn is getting a complete rework. Trapper's Ambush has new abilities, new capabilities, and more. So, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm glad that some classes are getting reworked, but what I do like is that at least with this is just bringing into another game that I recently played, which is Never Neverwinter's Tavernus. You're able to like choose your aspects in a sense that I'm speaking about this in Destiny terms. You're able to like turn things on and off and such like that, where it wouldn't affect your gameplay essentially. And same thing with Honkai Star Rail, where there were updates to certain characters, but you're able to play with the previous build and not just you're left with the upgraded one. If you don't like the upgraded one, you can just stay with the previous build. In this instance, it's like I hope that this rework doesn't completely break these 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 subclasses or these classes. I hope, but who knows? Elevating exotic. All exotic armors earned since the Edge of Fate launched will be automatically upgraded to have tier 5 stats. Nice. We've made some changes to a handful of exotic armors. As an example, what if Warlocks could throw 2 Nova Bombs in quick succession to create an even larger explosion? I'm immediately thinking about the Destiny 1 exotic where you literally can just almost spam Nova Bombs. That was so cool. That's so great. Alright. More on this in the future. TWAB. Various exotic weapons will receive a tuning pass, and many will receive catalysts. Okay, that's nice. Portal overhaul. Okay. All portal activities are still available to players via portal nodes or at the bottom of the director. We've taken a deep pass on the portal's difficulty system to ensure players can approach the ops categories in F1 of Destiny 2 while still being rewarded. We want to remove choice paralysis. Players should be able to sign in and find the fun rather than being mired in stacking as many difficulty modifiers as possible to earn desirable rewards. Okay. We are expanding our weapon offerings within portal activities. Each experience, Solo Ops, Fireteam Ops, Arena Ops, Pinnacle Ops, Crucible Ops, Gambit Ops will offer a different pool to earn. We're also updating armors across the portal with new art and new set bonuses and some reprisals too, while adding an exclusive armor to competitive Crucible. Okay, that's interesting. Onslaught and Crawls. I don't know much about Crawls. Contest of Elders and the Coil have received balance passes on difficulty and length. All three activities will once again feature escalating difficulty over time rather than starting at the highest difficulty from the start. Onslaught has been rebalanced to remove revive tokens and give you more scrap more often to bring back the feeling of building up defenses over time. Shax Maxing has returned. A few weapons will also be making a return, only available through Onslaught. Okay, okay. Alright. Okay. I actually did like Onslaught back way back. It was pretty fun. Contest for the Elders has reduced from 4 laps down to 3 to help activity flow better. Crucible playlist, private matches, and balance. We have 3 new game modes coming to the Crucible, 1 entering our playlist rotation, and 2 more available via private matches. Playlist Arena. Gunplay centric with some old school Bungie PvP vibes. Okay, we'll see. Private matches, Glass Cannon, a throwback to Destiny 1 balancing. Really? Private matches software. Third person abilities only. Think Mayhem, but a little more wild. Okay. Alright. So, cool. Iron Banner will run every 4 weeks, and shall also appear on non-Iron Banner weekends. Both game modes feature tiered loot and more armor sets will to return. Okay, that's nice. Heavy Metal returns, 3rd vehicle type. Heavy Metal, really? Okay, with Cabal Walker and a brand new map, mixed vehicle combat and vehicle selection. See, like I know I know way back in the day we had in Destiny 1 where there was like this really big, they had like big map big PvP maps and stuff like that. Those were really fun. You could just pull out the Sparrow and just start fucking around with people. Let's see. A full suite of competitive Crucible weapons will become tiered, and as mentioned above, a unique armor set has been added to incentivize more competitive play. Gambit Ops. Gambit is being upgraded to an Ops category and receiving a rewards refresh. New armor to earn with unique set bonuses. We're reprising iconic Gambit weapons as tiered gear with new perks to earn. Okay. Seasonal events. Seasonal events are being retired. That makes sense. A collection of weapon rewards for Festival of the Lost, the Dawning, Guardian Games, and the Solstice can be earned through engrams on a Moment of Triumph vendor. That's cool. That's nice. Armor ornament sets previously available for Bright Dust will be available not only through direct exchange but also through Bright Dust engram focusing. More on that below. Eververse, Silver and Bright Dust. Bright Dust will continue to be an earnable currency through gameplay objectives and will be expanded. Will have expanded the offering of cosmetics that can be acquired for this currency. Silver will continue to be available for players to purchase in exchange for various items in Eververse. Bright Dust rotation is being changed from weekly to daily. Okay. There's more opportunities to exchange on this earned currency for the cosmetics they desire. We've added a focusing system for your bright engrams. Okay, we're using an engram and some bright dust. You can select an array of engrams that guarantee the item category result and do not produce duplicates. Gradually filling out your collection. I hope that's the case because I feel like there was already a dupe system in place. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's not that it was in place in prior. I don't know. I feel like that I remember them talking about that. The Moment of Triumph update brings an update rewards pass that was originally planned for Shadow and Order, featuring a new exotic hand cannon, armor ornaments, and more. We've increased the number of the cosmetic rewards on this pass, as well as including multiple armor ornaments, sets, ghosts, shaders, and more. Yes, we said more twice. Look, we put a lot of extras on this thing. Hope you enjoy it. Armor ornaments, true exotic armor, transmog. Okay, starting June 9th, players can apply common, uncommon, rare, legendary armor ornaments in their exotic armors visible in PvE environments. Okay. Destiny 2, The Collection. We're bundling all Destiny 2 content packs into a single purchase, available on June 9th. This includes campaigns, dungeon keys, and 30th anniversary pack, and more. Individual content packs and expansions will also receive permanent markdowns in June 9th. One more thing, Sparrow Racing League returns. SRL, it makes it into Destiny 2. SRL returns as a permanent edition, reopening tracks visual Destiny experience and adding a new space to race opponents on. We've created a new unique weapons set to earn by competing in races. Armor sets return with a new set bonus, and numerous cosmetics, including horns, will be available to return. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll have a set of breakdowns as well in the coming weeks, previewing the upcoming feature. Quiz and developer insights through launch. Each week through launch. I gotta pause this real quick. Sorry, if there was like an awkward cut there. I literally had to just run outside and come right back in. My bad. uh, each week throughout through launch, we'll be diving a bit deeper into each subject through a mix of developer insight articles and this week in Destiny updates. We're spreading things out just a bit to avoid massive walls of text and information overload, while giving our team some time for last-minute tuning and testing passes. First on our list will be a deeper dive into the director, how we're updating activities across the game, and how we're updating SRL for Destiny 2. This will be followed by a full week of articles dedicated to our weapon sandbox, raid, and sandbox updates, sandbox, raids, and dungeon updates. And then a week dedicated to armor updates and abilities. After the launch, the TWAD. Let's wait. I'm gonna keep saying TWAB. I'm sorry. It's just I'm that much of an old head when it comes to stuff like that. We'll continue for weeks to keep you informed on any immediate moments of Triumph news. Once we're through with our launch window, our weekly blog entries will be entering a form of hibernation as well. This won't be the end of communications from us by any means. We'll still be keeping in touch with you and sharing community highlights through our website, social media channels, Discord, and other outlets. Once we have more news to share on Destiny, you'll be the first to know. Thank you. Destiny 2 has been our home for many, many years. The unknown can sometimes feel wild, even a bit scary at times. But these opportunities to explore the future are invigorating. We look ahead. Our commitment remains the same, to make games we and you are excited to play. From all of us here at Bungie, we cannot thank you enough for joining us on this journey throughout the Soul System. You'll still find us Star Side for years to come. Pride Astra at Astra. And that's it. I mean, it's just, that's like a really bitter pill to swallow, honestly. I don't know what to say about that. I'm happy SRL is returning after many requests have been made. I know my friend Lycan was like super heavy on trying to have SRL return, and now we're actually having in Destiny 2. I hope it's going to be a 1-to-1, but I guarantee you it's probably not going to be that case. But we'll see. I know they said they will, but you know, there might be like one or two things that's just not going to be present there, you know what I mean? But who knows? The fact that we're essentially getting back a lot of, I guess, from what we got from the art here, we got Argos, we got Callus, we got Crown of Sorrows, you know, we got all that stuff coming in from Destiny 2 Vanilla, you know, all that stuff is coming in, which is great. But yeah, Destiny 2 is officially dead. Right? That's kind of how it seems like, but yeah, it's sad. It's sad, you know. I genuinely wouldn't be where I'm at right now without Destiny 2, so I'm glad that we're actually, you know, it's still playable, and from the looks of it, it's essentially getting, you know, it's still being serviced, which is great. You know, it's just they're not working on it anymore. I guess that being said, I will still be playing the game. Or at least I'll plan on playing the game at some point. Maybe I guess around June 9th. But yeah. I let me know if you guys wanted me to cover any more updates pertaining to Destiny 2. This is kind of my first time in a very long time covering stuff like this, at least in this type of scale. But in any case, you enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your face. I fucking love you guys. Y'all be safe out there. You guys can find me at twitch.tv/HeyBrett or Kick/HeyBrett or YouTube, or just here. I'll be streaming pretty much every other night over here on these channels.